everyone. I'm Kendria. I need you to go like, follow, and subscribe. Soul Productions.
What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thinking. What's up, everyone? This is your host, Chris Holmes, on another episode of Next Level Thinking. As you know, we always help you take it to the next level. Today, I have a special guest by the name of
Darius Wiggins, owner of the GAT Photography Studio.
Awesome. So go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourself so we can know about you more in depth and detail.
Got you. Well, I'm 31, graduate of the Art Institute, and kind of majored in photography and just kind of took that to the next level as far as like getting my own studio, doing teachings and things like that. Just loving the photography world and looking forward to like building it up. So
Cool. So you know we got to start with the origin story. So like I know you had like the accolades of going to the art school and much more, but how did this all start? Like you just like randomly get a camera thrown at your hand, you're like, hey, take this picture. You're like, what? What are you talking about?
Right. So the cool part about it is like I've always like just forever always wanted to be kind of like the background person, like not really like behind the scenes person. Like of course I think everybody wanted to be like a rapper growing up and you know what I'm saying, make music or play sports or something along those lines. And I was like, which way, like even with the music, I was like, I'd rather make beats because I don't want to be a rapper or something like that. And and like just being around that, I always like was like, man, it'd be so cool if we captured this. And like just amongst my friends, I was the person that'd be like, yo, let's get this picture in, let's record this real quick, let's make this
behind the scene document.
Yeah,
you remember that?
So we can look back on it. So
yeah.
And as time passed, like I just took it more and more serious, like by doing music videos actually in the beginning, like just getting into video. Like I said, I always like to record, so getting into videos kind of like.
I'm pretty sure you're the one that were like, hey man, dog, you got me on the video, dog. Man, I just dropped this new single.
Exactly. We're gonna be on the radio, like yo, you gonna blow up.
Yeah. You know, we gonna do it big.
We're gonna do it big. So like, but you gotta do it for free though. So
I like how you do that. But you gotta do it for free.
Yeah. You know, we're gonna show all this money and all this type of stuff in the video, but just hook us up. And what was crazy about that, I liked it though, and I was cool with that. Like, you know, you just got to put your time into the, you know, school of just learning. And
it's like paying your dues at the same time. Yeah, like you learn everything.
So that was like kind of how I transitioned into being on the camera side of it, doing the videos and things like that. And videos just became more and more time consuming. That I didn't feel like was for me. Like it was fun in the beginning, but after a while you feel like
you start
doing
these
videos that are for other people that is draining my freedom.
And that was like what, 2000? Because I'm trying to get an idea because I'm thinking of technology. So that's 2000 what?
This is probably 2011, 2012.
Yeah, and then if you have some like pretty big size files, and if you don't have the right computer, I'm not gonna lie, this comes from my own experience. That rendering is a killer.
Oh yeah. And that's back when Final Cut you had to render before you can see it.
Oh
yeah.
See that now. That's why I had to ask that because the software is completely different.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'm gonna have it out, you know, tomorrow. And you click that button, and you're like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You're like.
Before Final Cut changed over, because remember it used to be like old school gray and like it kind of looked like Adobe does now. But when they switched over and made it easier where you can kind of play it without the rendering, but yeah, that's a whole nother story. So you can imagine how much time I was spending, and I was doing it quick. Like that was my main thing. Like I was a quick person, so I could shoot something with you today and I can get it back to you tomorrow. I that's all I did. I didn't do nothing else. So it was like I didn't really play video games and stuff like that. So it was like that was my video game. So that was I'm gonna do this all the time. And after the time consuming, I found more peace with myself with the photography. And like I tell people this all the time because like people be like, yo man, I see you doing photography, you make money off of it. It'd be like, bro, you know where I started at? Like it was fun photography. I wasn't looking at the money. Like I would go down and walk down the street and take pictures of trash because I saw the aesthetics in it. Like literally, like it'd be like a beer bottle with some leaves, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. And it's crazy you mention that because like if you go to different galleries, it'd be the simplest thing. Like I'm serious, the simplest things, and you'd be like, that's not the.
And see, that's where I was at in the beginning. I didn't want to take pictures of people in the beginning. I thought that like I would be that person in the gallery and they'd pay me a lot of money for like this story that I had to tell. And so that's kind of where it started at. But we all know that that's a long road. And you got to be really heavy into that and actually go to places that with people that's like that, which are hard to find. They're not easy like how like finding people are. Like finding that little niche of people that.
And one photographer I do admire. I may mispronounce it, but I think Peter Link. Like he goes to all these he travels all around.
Okay.
And you have to get those kind of shots, like Grand Canyon and different countries in Europe and all that. Yeah, for those shots, you have to go.
You're not talking about Peter McKinnon, are you?
I don't. Well, like I said,
could be.
The
only reason I say that is not even a plug on him, but like that's somebody that inspired me. I thought that like what he did was cool. If you are talking about the same person, this guy from Canada, kind of dope, cool dude, but like it was like just seeing how, from the photographer side, seeing how simple everything he was doing, and seeing the following that he was growing up that, it was like, man, like it's so simple, it's so easy, like just do it. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I was getting like. Just do it.
Just do it. And so I continue with that story, or like you said, the backstory of it. So I had a friend that was a makeup artist, and she was like, you should start taking pictures of people. I was like, man, I don't really want to.
Yeah, like, man,
I mean, I do it for fun, but like, I don't really care for taking pictures of people. Definitely didn't want to do weddings because I was like, nobody's going to be mad at me for their photo.
Like, you're not about to cuss me. I'm not going to have 2 families, but they take me out.
Exactly.
Like, no.
So I was like, nah, not at all. But like the first time I did it, it was hard because we did it at night and I didn't have lights back then. So it was like that challenge, and like we got
thrown into the wolves early.
Right, and it was like, but some of them came out good. Like they probably trashed the way I think now. I'm like, whoa, super grainy, but like back then it was like, yo, this is dope. This is dope. Mm-hmm. Now, the fact that I could move these people, because you can't move a building, you can't really, like you know what I'm saying?
I want to move the Statue of Liberty over here.
It'll look real good. Like, why can't I get it with the bridge? Y'all both come together real quick.
I need you to just move.
Yeah, so like being able to create with a person, like we being able to move them and mold them and do stuff like that is like the super dope part. And I think that from that moment, I started doing like, again, the pro bono stuff with like friends and stuff like that. And like, shout out to everybody that supported me, because I want to say that all the time. Like, there were some people that like, I literally knew nothing about shooting people. And I was like, yo, you want to take some pictures?
It's all about that opportunity. And I definitely add on to that, because when I first got into it, it's the pro bono. Like, I literally had like the night, it wasn't Nike. I think it was like, not Nike. What was the Walmart one?
The cyber shots?
Something like that.
Yeah, if it was Sony, it was a cyber shot.
Yeah, and I was like, I just felt like the $1 million photographer. I didn't have a budget for it, and I just started off like that. And I was like, asking my homegirls, like, you want to be a model? He's like, I'm not a model, but you are today. And she was like, okay. Right. Just went from there.
Right, and the fact about like just starting, just to piggyback on something I said earlier, like when I first started recording like videos, I recorded on my MacBook.
Oh,
like I walked around with the MacBook, like I literally did. So I shot my videos on my MacBook. Like I was standing in front of it.
Technology came along.
Because
it made me have a flashback.
Right.
Like,
I did a video with a filter, like that little black and white filter that be on the MacBook Pro when you use it on the photo booth, and you can just hit record. Right. So yeah, starting is good. I tell you, that's one thing you need to do. No matter how you start, just start, because you never know where it's gonna go.
Exactly, because it's always a story like you're adding on to that. Actually, it makes it brands you. Yeah. Because everybody has a different kind of story, and your story is gonna make you unique for you.
Right. Yeah. And I'm so appreciative of it too. Like I promise, like if it wasn't for those times, like I wouldn't have the goals that I have like now. And to even see like those goals that I had back then, be like, whoa, you got that. Like I didn't have a camera. I remember when I started school, I didn't own a camera. Not a professional camera.
Like man, I got this though.
Yeah. When I started school, I thought you just had to have a DSLR. Like I'm not for actually for a photo shoot. I'm a photographer. If I ain't got like a camera, and then I know that like contradicts what I just said, but it's just like I remember that part. So even with that, I found a way. Like I was in school, so I was like renting the cameras on the weekends and stuff like that. Trying out different ones. Like, how did Canon shoot? How did Nikon shoot? And there's places to rent places. You ain't even got to be in school. There's places to rent cameras all the time. Like just to have fun and play with it.
And that right there is very valuable information, because I think the biggest thing that I see new people that especially want to get into it, they're like, I don't have the money for the camera. I was like, just rent. Yeah. Like, you can do that? I was like, yeah, you can.
Or start with a cheap one. Start with a cheap one.
As long as you start. Because I think a lot of people get intimidated. It's like anything else you can get new into. Right. They're like, I got to pay thousands of dollars for this and this. There's no way I can get started. It's like, no, you don't have to get that camera yet. You, just as long as you get started, that's all that matters.
And that I always use I like sports and cars and stuff like that. So like to me, like when people say stuff like that, it's like, yo, I want a fast car, but I can't afford a Lamborghini. Well, that's not the only fast car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get a car and put some pieces together to make it faster. Is like where I think a lot of people like miss opportunities and stuff like that, because they go and look at a camera and say, yo, he shoots with the Sony he shoots with the Fuji, and I like the way his photos come out. And it's just like a lot of people would like kill themselves on that and never start, kill their dream. Like they kill their dream because like,
which we're gonna say right now is never give up on your dreams, no matter how hard it is.
Yes.
But I want to keep adding on to what you're saying. So with the photography, the transformation, you finding peace with photography. Right. So what went on after that?
I think after that, I was like, I think that's when the entrepreneur side picked up. Like, when you start realizing there's a market for what I do, and I would rather just do this than do anything else. You know, so like with that passion, it started slow, but I actually made like small goals. And I remember being like, if I could just do one photo shoot a week,
staying consistent,
like that'll be super cool. Like I'd be cool. Like I can live with that.
And
like,
that right there reminds me of my like past interviews. But one of the big things I see a lot of successful people do is they put goals. Yeah. And the fact that it's like you keep yourself accountable, and then on top of that, you making sure you stay on track. Right. Because it's nothing worse than like, hey, I'm gonna get over here, but where's the map?
Exactly.
Yeah, like,
exactly. How you plan on doing that? So yeah, man, most definitely. So, and I guess to even go further with that, it was finding a way or a niche, so to say. Like I tell people this, I know I'm kind of rambling, but I'm trying to see the way this worded the best. Because when I speak, I like to help others and enlighten people. So the people in the photography world, like when I first started, and like it started right when it started getting cool to me, I didn't know what people meant by the niche. I didn't know what people meant by like, you gotta find your niche. You gotta find yourself, is what they call it. Not even niche. You gotta find yourself in photography, and yeah. So to me, it was one of those situations where it was like, okay, if you want to survive in this photography world, you have to find something that you like doing enough to do it all the time. And I try to make it full circle. So that's how like my brand, for the most part, is like a family brand. It's like I normally start with couples, get them that are engaged and things like that. That way we go ahead and lock you in for the wedding. And then hopefully you guys have kids, and I'm like the family photographer for life. And that was just like a cool business model, but me really finding like, yo, I want to deal with adults. I know I want to do this. I know I want to, you know what I'm saying, like be a part of these people's lives. Like I want to be on the wall in these people's homes and so forth and so forth.
And I definitely appreciate what you're saying, because you're a part of their lives. Right. And just to like kind of add on to that, what you're saying, because like I remember one person said like, dang, you've literally been part of my entire life, from this event to college graduation, my engagement, to my wedding. He's like, damn, I might as well call you brother.
Right. It'd be, man, it's so cool. So I think that leads to the reward of what you do. You know, like that was the goal. Like I literally wanted to be like a part of the family, a part of like a lot of people, touch a lot of people, and inspire the ones that do stuff that I do as well. So
this is what I feel, especially as photographers, is when it comes down, I feel like in the future years, when they get older, they're gonna be like, so who captured these? Like, right. That's when they're gonna really like, they appreciate us now. Yeah. But I feel like this is a good feeling. I feel like they're gonna really appreciate it when they look at all those photos and like, I'm glad I got that captured.
Right. And man, for my photos, I try to focus more on the experience during the photo shoot. Mm-hmm. Like I try to make that more memorable than anything. Like whether it's like talking about your life or your plans and goals, you know, or the weather today. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just make it fun, make it fun, make it an experience. Like, you know, greatness achieved through experience, the name of the brand is just like, I really try to make it an experience, and that way you really be a part of your clients' lives and stuff like that. So really your family, your family.
Cool. So like, how did you get the name Gay Photography? So we got the origin story of you. So how did the name Bold?
Man, to be completely honest, and I know this is gonna spark a lot of giggles. I was like, there's this show that I'm pretty sure everybody done heard of. It's called Prison Break.
Okay.
So if you watch Prison Break, you know that this company was called The Gate, right? And like during the course of the show, when it was new and out and we didn't know what was going on, nobody knew what The Gate did. Like it was just like, who is The Gate? What it did? It was just like they kept referring to it, and it was like, I heard that before, but what is that? Like, you know, what are they doing? And like I felt like that reflected in me because like I was everywhere with it. Like, you know, when you come into the multimedia world, like you do everything. You do graphic design, you do websites, you do this, you do that. You know, you go cook somebody's barbecue if you had to be a part. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I just didn't know what I did. So I took that name and turned it to an acronym and was like, you know what? I may not, and this is before I went to school or anything like that. I was like, I may not know all the technical stuff that's gonna go with this, with building this company. But I do want this lifestyle to be a journey. So that's how I got to greatness achieved through experience, like The Gate. So like the greatness is going to be achieved through experience. Like I'm going to bump my head, I'm going to make some wrong calls, I'm going to do some wrong things, but I'm going to do a lot of right things, and it's going to keep continuing to get better. And like that's just like a lifestyle. It's just one of those things where it's like, you continue to go through these experiences or try new things to achieve your level of greatness. Because, you know, once we reach a goal, that goal is now minuscule in your life at that point.
And that's when you like find something else. Like, okay, I did that. Now what's next? I feel like that's why, and this is like my hunch, because, you know, we know Tom Brady, he got 6 rings.
Yeah.
And basically most of us is like, what else do you got to prove? Man, you got it all. You breaking records. Yeah. I feel like
his chance of going to the Super Bowl is ridiculous. It's higher than a completion of any quarterback. Like his career, like he has a better chance of going to the Super Bowl than they do of completing the pass. So those type of stats, it's like, what else can you do?
Yeah, and I guess, and I think when his mindset is like, man, I got all these, but I need another one.
Yeah,
it's that competitive nature.
Yeah.
Now most people be like, man, just settle for that. But the thing is, I feel like when you're a champion and have a champion mentality, you're like, I can do better.
I can do more.
Yeah, I can do more. Yeah. Like, but you got all this, but I can do better.
It becomes nothing to you. I feel like it becomes nothing to you. That's why, like, I set small goals, huge goals, and like at this point, I've learned to set ridiculous goals.
Because
like,
that makes it really.
Yeah, I didn't know that before. I was like, that's dumb. I'm not gonna ever get that, but you have to set those as well, you know, and like you say, like kind of like monitor yourself with it, like to make sure that you holding yourself accountable, that you still staying on path to these goals that you got. I understand that they may change and they may mature. They may mature a little bit different, but at the same point, like revise that goal. So maybe it's not this, but on the same path, this is what I want. So most definitely.
So like, man, that's a lot of valuable information, but kind of wrapping it up. What are some like future goals that you have for this marvelous, you know, grand studio, the creative space, and all that much more?
So one of my biggest goals, and I like to say this on video so I can hold myself accountable to it. At the end of the day, I want to own multiple spaces for different occasions to fulfill that experience that I was talking about. So the greatness achieved through experience, I want it to be, a huge experience for people, whether you are just a person that like taking pictures, or photographer, aspiring model. Like, I want to create a space where you can grow, where you can achieve your greatness through these experiences and stuff like that. Now, mainly hitting on the photography world, because I feel like we have to capture moments to be able to, you know, just move forward and live on. Because just with anything, seeing it makes it so much better, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I see it going. And to make that a small or more concise type of goal, I just see myself having tons of them, man. Like, almost like the McDonald's. If it was that many, if I can grow it to that many, with the vision that I have of what it consists of, that's the biggest goal. That's the biggest goal. And to make it even more accountable, that's something I want to do in a short period of time. I want to do that in like 10 years, like, 5, 10. When I get to 10, I'm really going to start questioning myself on how close I am, and do I need to go even harder than what I'm going.
That last little strive.
Yeah. So
with all that, like, where can they find you?
You can find me on almost every social media platform. Darius Wiggins on Facebook. I like that one. That's the more personal one that everybody understands. That's where your family, your friends, long time stuff is at. On Instagram, I actually have 2 pages because I run my studio page and I also run my personal page. Personal page is at the 22 Gate. That's THE, the number 22, GATE. Revamping right now. Y'all finna see a whole new style, so y'all can check out the stuff that I have going forward and see that like I'm really trying to. I don't think I said this earlier, but I'm really trying to dive into the more high fashion area, the high end editing, just more of the Vogue look. Like I'm very inspired by like their style and their like outrageous stuff, even with fashion shows and things like that.
So you're gonna walk around with your pinky eye.
You know, I'll probably be, don't take it the wrong way, but like the Kanye, Virgil type of photography side, like not the creator side of that, but like to capture those type of stuff that they create and stuff like that. That's like that. And the last place that I like to tell people to follow and please check out is the studio page. That's THEGATE Photography, the Gate Photography. Check that out. And the cool thing about that, I try to use that platform not only to promote my studio, but to promote other photographers, other creatives, other models, things like that. I try to repost as much as I can to keep that going, which I need to do more, but I promise that I'm going to get everybody that shot there. I will try to repost you guys. And yeah, just follow those, and that's where you can find me. I think that's it. Twitter's the 22 Gate, just like my personal page. So
cool.
Just search that, Google that, you'll find me.
All right, drops the mic and add on to that. Make sure you have the people because you need the people that have the experience. Going with your logo name, so I can skate. Right on. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Nice. So with that, we're wrapping it up. It's your host, Chris Holmes, on Next Level Thinking. You know, we always bring you inspirational guests, as always. And today I have my special guest by the name of
Darius Wiggins, studio owner of the GATE Photography Studio.
Awesome. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the message, and make sure this thing keeps going because we got to inspire the world and help them get it to the next level. Make sure you do that. Remember, dreams are possible. Never give up, never quit, because greatness is inside of you. Peace and much love.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right.
That was cool.
In 3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? It's another episode of Next Level Thinking. It's your host, Chris Holmes. As you know, we always bring you inspirational guests to take you to the next level. And today I have my special guest by the name of...
Darius Wiggins, GET. I said that all wrong.
You want to do a quick run?
Let's do that quick run.
All right, cool.
Because I had my intro in my head, my bad. I know this is a podcast, this is like kind of live, but let's roll that one again.
We're going to definitely keep that.
That's a good blooper. That's a good blooper. I definitely have my intro set up, so yeah, we'll keep that as a blooper.
Yeah.
Let's roll it back.
All right, cool.